Hey everyone, AI, huh? It's changing everything, isn't it? And today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating parts, prompt engineering.
Prompt engineering.
Yeah, think of it like learning how to speak AI so you can really unlock its power.
Ah, I see, like giving it the right instructions.
Exactly. We've got a whole stack of articles, research papers, even some code to help us figure this out.
Sounds like a plan.
So to kick things off, what exactly is prompt engineering?
Well, at its core, it's all about crafting these very specific instructions, we call them prompts, to tell AI models what we want them to do.
Okay, so kind of like instead of writing code, we're learning to, I don't know, talk to robots in plain English.
Yeah, you could say that. It's about bridging the gap between human language and AI understanding.
That's pretty wild. But why is this such a big deal? What kind of impact is prompt engineering having out there in the real world?
Oh, the impact is massive and it's growing every day. Like, take researchers, right? They're using prompt engineering to sift through mountains of scientific papers, finding connections and patterns that would take humans ages to uncover.
Wow, so it's like supercharging research?
Exactly. And businesses are using it too. Like, imagine analyzing tons of customer feedback to understand trends or summarizing complex documents in seconds.
That's incredible. It sounds like this prompt engineering thing is becoming pretty essential across so many different fields.
It really is.
Now, I've also heard this term prompt optimization thrown around. What's the difference between that and prompt engineering?
Good question. So think of prompt engineering as, the foundation. It's about creating those initial instructions, the prompts themselves.
Gotcha.
But then prompt optimization comes in to refine those prompts, making them even more effective, really getting the most out of the AI model you're working with.
So it's like taking those instructions and fine-tuning them to get the absolute best results.
Precisely.
So it's like we've crafted a good prompt, and then we're making it even better.
Right. And that can make a huge difference in the quality of the AI's output.
That makes sense. But hold on, I'm also remembering hearing about fine-tuning AI models. How is that different from optimizing a prompt?
Ah, yes, fine-tuning. That's a whole other ballgame. It's like going back and retraining the entire AI model itself, teaching it new tricks from the ground up.
Okay, so much more involved.
Yeah, fine-tuning is powerful, but it's also time-consuming and expensive. Prompt optimization, on the other hand, is about working with what the AI already knows and making our instructions super specific and clear.
Gotcha. So like a shortcut to better results without having to retrain the whole system.
Exactly.
So I get the concept, but how do you actually optimize a prompt? What kind of techniques are we talking about here?
Well, there are some really cool strategies out there. One that's getting a lot of attention is called chain of thought prompting.
Chain of thought.
Yeah, basically you're guiding the AI through a step-by-step reasoning process, almost like how we humans think things through.
Okay, interesting.
And this helps the AI, especially for those more complex tasks, to come up with more accurate and coherent responses.
So we're kind of walking the AI through the problem step by step, making sure it doesn't miss any crucial steps.
You got it.
Cool. Are there any other techniques for prompt optimization?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Another one is persona prompts.
Persona prompts. What's that all about?
Basically, you instruct the AI to, take on a certain role or perspective. Like, you could tell it to answer like a historian or write this like a journalist.
So you're setting the stage for the AI to get into character before it generates the output.
That's a great way to put it. It really adds another layer of control and even, creativity to the whole process.
I like that. Method acting for AI. Haha.
Haha, exactly.
And speaking of tools and techniques, I know we have some information about this new tool, a prompt optimizer server that's been developed to help with all of this. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. This is a really exciting development. It's not just a single tool, but a whole model context protocol server that's built specifically for prompt optimization.
Whoa, a whole server?
Yeah. And it combines a bunch of key components, the prompt optimizer itself, prompt pattern, and prompt strategies. Think of it like your comprehensive toolkit for getting those prompts from good to stellar.
Okay, break that down for me. Let's start with the prompt optimizer itself. What does it actually do?
Well, think of it as the brain of the operation. It uses all sorts of advanced techniques, including that chain of thought reasoning we talked about earlier, to really fine-tune those prompts in real time.
So it's like dynamically adjusting the prompts based on the task at hand.
You got it. It's all about making those prompts as effective as possible.
Wow, that's pretty sophisticated stuff. And what about those prompt patterns? What are they all about?
Those are like blueprints for structuring your prompts. Think of them as templates that ensure you're organizing information in a way that the AI can, easily grasp and work with.
So like pre-built structures that you can customize for different types of tasks.
Exactly. It's like having a starting point for your prompts, making the whole process more efficient.
Pretty handy. And what about those prompt strategies? What role do they play in this whole optimization process?
Ah, yes, the strategies. Those are like your advanced moves, you know. They come into play when you need to really refine those prompts, tailoring them to very specific contexts or requirements.
So like a toolbox of tricks for getting the most out of your prompts.
Exactly. It's all about making those prompts as sharp and effective as possible.
So we've got the optimizer itself, then these patterns for structure, and finally the strategies for fine-tuning. Sounds like this prompt optimizer server has pretty much everything you need to become a prompt engineering whiz. But I feel like this is just the beginning, right? There's a whole world of AI out there, and we've only just started to explore its potential.
Oh, absolutely. We're just scratching the surface here.
So much more to learn and discover, which is what makes this whole AI journey so exciting, right?
Absolutely. And the cool thing is, as AI evolves, so too will our ways of interacting with it. It's a constant evolution.
I can't wait to see what the future holds. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's dive deeper into some of these concepts and explore the amazing possibilities of prompt engineering and AI.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Well, I'm really intrigued by this idea of prompt literacy that we touched on earlier.
Prompt literacy.
Yeah, it sounds like a crucial skill for anyone who wants to, really master the art of communicating with AI.
Ah, yes, prompt literacy. It is becoming increasingly important. It's not just about knowing how to use specific tools like this prompt optimizer server we were talking about, but it's also about having a deeper understanding of how to communicate effectively with AI systems in general.
So it's like a fundamental understanding of how to talk to AI in a way that it understands and can actually act on.
Exactly. It's about understanding the nuances of language and instruction, knowing how to guide these powerful models toward the outcomes we want, outcomes that are responsible and beneficial.
That makes a lot of sense. And I can see how this prompt optimizer server, with its focus on optimizing prompts and using those patterns and strategies, could actually be a really valuable tool for developer prompt literacy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like a training ground for becoming fluent in the language of AI, right?
That's a great way to put it.
And speaking of real-world applications, I remember you mentioning some research about how AI is being used to help doctors. I'm really interested in learning more about that.
Oh yeah, the healthcare applications of AI are incredibly promising, and it goes beyond just research.
Oh,
Imagine a world where AI is helping doctors diagnose diseases more accurately and maybe even catch things earlier, things that might be missed by human eyes.
that's amazing.
Yeah, and think about, situations where access to specialized medical expertise might be limited, like in rural communities or developing countries. AR could really help bridge that gap and make quality healthcare more accessible to everyone.
It's like having a team of specialists available no matter where you are. That's incredible. Are there any other ways AI is being used in healthcare that are particularly exciting to you?
Oh, definitely. Personalized treatment planning is a big one. Imagine AI analyzing a patient's genetic information, medical history, lifestyle factors, all of that, to help doctors develop treatment plans that are tailored to each individual's unique needs.
So it's like taking personalized medicine to a whole new level.
Exactly. It's about leveraging AI to really optimize healthcare and improve patient outcomes.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing stuff. And we're just getting started, right?
Oh, absolutely.
AI is impacting every aspect of our lives and is only going to become more pervasive and influential in the years to come. So buckle up. We're in for a wild ride.
I couldn't agree more. It is. And it's not just limited to healthcare. Businesses are also embracing AI in a big way.
Oh, yeah. How so?
They're using it to, automate tasks, boost efficiency, and get those valuable insights from all the data they're collecting.
We touched on that a bit earlier, but I'm curious to hear more. What are some specific ways businesses are using AI to improve things?
We'll take customer service, for example. Those AI-powered chatbots you see popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
Those are becoming incredibly effective, especially with prompt engineering. They can handle all sorts of customer inquiries, provide quick support, and they're available 24/7.
So no more waiting on hold for hours just to get a simple question answered. Sign me up for that. What else?
And beyond customer service, AI is helping businesses personalize marketing campaigns, analyze market trends, and even develop new products and services that are tailored to specific customer needs. It's becoming like a strategic partner for businesses, helping them make smarter decisions and stay ahead of the game.
It's like having an AI consultant on your team, constantly crunching data and finding opportunities.
Exactly.
Pretty amazing. And what about education? We briefly touched on that earlier. I'm curious to hear more about how AI is transforming the way we learn and teach.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge area of potential. Imagine AI-powered tutors that can provide personalized instruction to every student, adapting to their individual learning styles and pacing.
So like a one-on-one tutor for everyone.
Pretty much. It could really help level the playing field and give everyone a chance to reach their full potential.
I love that. Any other cool applications in education?
Absolutely. AI can also help teachers with things like grading assignments, providing feedback, and even creating customized lesson plans tailored to their students' needs. It's all about freeing up teachers' time so they can focus on what they do best, inspiring and guiding their students.
That's a game changer for sure. Now, I have to ask, what about creativity? Can AI actually be creative, or is that something that's, uniquely human?
That's a great question, and it's one that's sparking a lot of debate these days.
I bet.
While AI might not have the same kind of consciousness or emotional depth that we humans do, it can certainly be trained to generate things that are novel and even, in some cases, pretty inspiring.
Wait, are you telling me that AI can actually compose music, paint pictures, write stories?
It's true, and this is where prompt engineering comes in.
Ah, okay.
By carefully crafting prompts, artists and creatives can guide AI models to generate works that reflect their own artistic vision and style. It's like a collaboration between human and machine, pushing the boundaries of creative expression.
That's wild. So we're not just talking about AI replacing human creativity, but actually augmenting it, working together to create something new and exciting.
Exactly, and we're already seeing some amazing results. There's AI-generated artwork being displayed in galleries, AI-composed music topping the charts, even AI-written stories captivating readers. It's a whole new world of creative possibilities.
That's mind-blowing. But with all these incredible advancements in AI, it's hard not to think about the potential downsides. I mean, it's exciting, but it's also a little bit, I don't know, intimidating.
I get it. It's important to approach these advancements with a sense of both excitement and caution. We need to be mindful of the ethical implications and make sure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
Right. So we've talked about the incredible potential of AI, and we've touched on the need for responsible development. But what does that actually look like in practice? How do we ensure that AI is used for good, not for bad?
That's the million-dollar question, and I don't think there's any easy answer. But I do think it starts with open and honest conversations, like the one we're having right now.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to be aware of the potential risks and challenges and work together to develop safeguards and guidelines that ensure AI benefits all of humanity, not just a select few.
It sounds like a massive and complex issue. Where do we even begin?
It is complex, but that doesn't mean we should shy away from it. One of the most important things we can do is promote, prompt literacy and encourage critical thinking about AI.
Prompt literacy.
Yeah, it's about giving people the tools and knowledge they need to understand how these systems work, how to interact with them effectively, and how to spot potential biases or ethical concerns.
So educating ourselves and each other so we can make informed decisions about the role we want AI to play in our lives.
Exactly. And it's about encouraging dialogue and debate, bringing diverse voices to the table, and making sure that the development and use of AI reflect our shared values and priorities as a society.
That's a powerful message. And it gives me hope that we can navigate this technological revolution in a way that ultimately benefits everyone. So what's next? Where do we go from here?
Well, this is really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AIs and its impact on our world. There's so much more to explore and discuss. And as this technology continues to evolve, the conversation around it will only become more important.
I'm definitely eager to continue this deep dive and see what other fascinating insights we can uncover.
Me too. And who knows, maybe by the time we're done, we'll all be fluent in the language of AI, ready to shape the future of this incredible technology.
I like the sound of that. But for now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our exploration of AI and delve into even more fascinating applications and possibilities. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. It's amazing to think about all the ways AI is already changing the world. We talked about healthcare, businesses, even creativity. But I bet there are even more areas where AI is making waves, right?
Oh, absolutely. We've only just begun to scratch the surface. I mean, think about transportation and logistic, energy, environmental conservation. Even things like entertainment and leisure are being transformed by AI.
Wow, it really is everywhere, isn't it? It seems like every industry is trying to figure out how to use AI to, do things better, solve problems, create new opportunities.
That's right. And the beauty of it is that the same basic AI technologies can be applied to so many different areas with a little help from prompt engineering, of course.
Right. We need those well-crafted instructions to guide the AI towards specific goals. So What are some concrete examples of how this prompt engineering is being used in those other fields you mentioned? I'm really curious to hear more about AI's impact beyond what we've already discussed.
Well, let's take transportation, for example. Self-driving cars are a hot topic these days, and prompt engineering is essential for their development.
Oh, I can see that.
Engineers are using prompts to teach AI systems how to recognize objects, navigate through all sorts of environments, make those split-second decisions you need for safe driving.
So those prompts are like teaching the AI how to see the road and react to all the different situations it might encounter.
Exactly. It's like giving the AI a set of rules and guidelines to follow, but it also has to be able to learn and adapt on the fly. And it goes beyond just cars, too.
Oh,
Prompt engineering is being used to optimize traffic flow in cities, make public transportation more efficient, and even develop completely new ways to get around, like flying taxis or hyperloop systems.
wow, we're really talking about a transportation revolution powered by AI. It's exciting, but also a little bit unnerving, you know?
Yeah, I get that. There are definitely a lot of things to consider as these technologies become more advanced. We need to think about safety, equity, accessibility. All those things are really important.
Absolutely. So it's not just about the technology itself, but about how we use it and the impact it has on society.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about transportation. What about energy and environmental conservation? How is AI being used to tackle those challenges?
Well, one way AI is making a difference is by optimizing energy consumption, in buildings and industrial processes.
Oh, okay.
It can analyze data on energy usage patterns and figure out where improvements can be made to reduce waste and lower costs.
That's so smart. I bet that's useful for businesses and homeowners alike. And what about applications in environmental conservation?
AI is being used to monitor deforestation, track endangered species, and even develop new materials and technologies that are more sustainable. It's even being used to clean up pollution and help restore damaged ecosystems.
It's incredible to think that AI is not just about making our lives easier or more efficient. It's also about tackling some of the biggest challenges facing humanity.
Exactly. It has the potential to make a real difference in the world. And it's not all serious business either.
Oh, what do you mean?
AI is being used to enhance our leisure activities and, make life more fun.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Tell me more about the fun stuff.
Well, think about personalized entertainment experiences. Streaming services use AI to recommend movies and shows you might enjoy, and music apps are using it to create custom playlists based on your listening habits.
I love those personalized recommendations. It's like the more you use them, the better they get at understanding your taste.
It's like having a personal DJ or movie critic, right? And it goes beyond recommendations. AI is being used to create new forms of interactive entertainment. You've got video games that adapt to your skill level, virtual reality experiences that are incredibly realistic and immersive. It's blurring the lines between the real and the virtual.
Wow, that's amazing. It really does feel like we're living in the future, doesn't it?
It does, and this is just the beginning. AI is constantly evolving, so who knows what incredible new applications and experiences we'll see in the coming years.
This has been an amazing journey exploring the world of AI and prompt engineering. I feel like I've learned so much. But before we wrap things up, I want to circle back to something we've talked about throughout our conversation today: responsible AI development.
Yes, absolutely. It's crucial that we consider the ethical implications of this technology, especially as it becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives.
So as we look to the future, what are some of the key things we need to keep in mind to ensure that AI is used for good?
Well, bias is a big one. We need to make sure that the data used to train AI systems is diverse and representative, so we're not perpetuating existing biases or creating new ones.
That makes sense. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say. What else is important?
Transparency is also crucial. We need to be able to understand how these AI systems are making decisions, especially in areas like healthcare or law enforcement, where the stakes are high.
So no black boxes. We need to be able to see what's going on under the hood.
Exactly. And we need to think about privacy. As AI collects and analyzes more and more data, we need to make sure that people's personal information is protected and used responsibly.
Right, because with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. And finally, we can't forget about the potential impact of AI on employment and the economy. As AI audits its more and more tasks, we need to make sure that workers are not left behind and that everyone benefits from these advancements.
So it's not just about the cool technology. It's about making sure that it's used in a way that's fair and beneficial for everyone.
Precisely. And that's why it's so important to have these conversations, to raise awareness, and to advocate for responsible AI development.
Well said. It's been a fascinating journey exploring the world of AI. I feel like I've learned so much from this deep dive.
Me too. It's an incredibly exciting field full of possibilities, but it's important that we approach it with a sense of responsibility and make sure that AI is used to create a better future for everyone.
Absolutely. Well, dear listeners, we've reached the end of our deep dive. We hope you found it informative, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
And remember, the future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to all of us to shape it.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.